Happy birthday if it's your birthday, happy belated birthday if it's in the past, happy future birthday if it's in the future. My name is Lime Green. Welcome back to the Out of Time Podcast, Episode 7, Mega Man Battle Network. The first one. There's no really subtitle or whatever. Last time, what did we do? Rewind a bit. Oh yeah, we did the crazy Elecman level where we did like a crazy maze. If we pulled Mega Man out of the network, he will die. But if we didn't keep him in, everyone would die. It was a moral dilemma that we were thrusting upon Lan and Mega Man. It was crazy. People said it was one of the worst parts of the game. I feel like we're getting close to the end of the game, by the way. But so far, I would have to agree with them. Also, I feel like I gotta throw this in there. I also watch the anime Mega Man NT Warrior. Just feel more Mega Man while I'm playing through Mega Man Battle Network, and because I feel like this game is wrapping up. I watched 3 episodes this time. The first episode, it was just an episode of when World 3 took over the water treatment plant. So Dr. Freud and his son Tori. There he is. Here's his anime counterpart. And what I thought was interesting was, instead of Dr. Freud being the one who controls Iceman, it was Tori. That was kind of a neat little thing they did. There's a robot in the Waterworks. There's like little robot shenanigans they did. I get that you gotta stretch out the game to anime length. Nothing too crazy. I can see robots living in Mega Man world. They froze Mega Man for a while, and he could talk while still in the ice. Like, I can suspend my belief for the robot. They didn't really explain what the robot did, but it was a little funny bits they did. But why can Mega Man talk while in the ice? They called Mega Man Megasicle. I appreciate the effort. I can see what they're going for. You can, in Japan, they call him Rockman. You can do a lot with Rockman, I feel. Mega Man, you can't really play off the name as much. I gave him A for effort, F for results. And then I put, Tori controls Iceman, which is why they want him. Now Tori's part of the crew. It's kind of neat having Tori. At the same time, it's like, Dr. Freud, he's a homie. You have a smart guy on your side, and you can just be like, here's Iceman, And then I learned the water plant uses the bacteria to clean the water, and everyone was just acting like, yeah, that's a normal thing. This is a learning show. Also, Iceman had a gruff voice. That was kind of interesting. Next episode, Count Zap. He he carried around a guitar and flew around in a hot air balloon just with lights on the side. It's kind of weird and funny, I guess. He was planning to steal a game just to make everyone upset, or kids upset. More, I was gonna say scientifically, more specifically. And then Yai's parents own the gaming company, but they're like, you gotta wait till midnight when it releases. Well, then what's the point of even doing anything? Like, anyone can play it on the midnight release, you know? Not even giving them a sneak peek. And then they fight Count and Zap, and Woodman comes out of nowhere. And, you know, Woodman's controlled by Sal. And it's like, whoa. Electric can't affect wood. You know, I'm a sucker for things like that. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had like, oh, you know, the moon controls tides. You know, like, what do you call that? Physics? I don't know. And then Sal is like disguised as Black Rose. I don't know. I'm all about this secrety secrets. And also Sal's working with Miyu. And then at the end of the episode, it's like the N1 Grand Prix is in 2 weeks. So really this sounds like a filler episode, but it's like the most we've been revealed to in ever. Next episode, kind of a poopy episode. Well, the start of it was kind of funny. Mr. Match was watching holograms, and his hologram machine plays DVDs, which I thought was kind of cool. I feel like that would be a really cool thing to have. And it was watching specifically the DVD of Flames of the World, and it was just a bunch of fireworks, lava, and the sun, and he was watching it to get him pumped up, and then nothing pumps him up, and he's like, you know what will get me pumped up? Just squashing Mega Man. And then I was like, whoa, in the game he's called Fireman, and then in the anime he's called Torchman. What's up with that? Why is Torchman cooler? And then basically this episode, Lan and Mega Man get in a fight with Mayu and Roll, because Torchman just like annihilates Mayu's hairdryer, and it's like a whole scene, and it's like a whole bickering episode, and it's like, oh. And then Torchman just wants to fight Mega Man. But then at the end, Roll uses Aqua Tower to launch Gutsman at Torchman, and that was kind of cool. And then Mr. Match is like, oh, get out of there. In the anime, all the World 3 guys are like, oh, I'm hit once, get out. But in the games, they stick through till the bitter end, and then their NetNavi just gets deleted, and then I don't even know what they would do. Do they just get like a copy? I don't know. But jumping over to the game, those were the 3 episodes I watched. So I trained in the net for a long time because I hadn't trained. And then I was like, is this where I'm supposed to go? And then I asked Lan, and Lan said, I'm pretty sure we're deep in the net. I doubt it has anything to do with World 3. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess not. I got wood armor. I got like tons of HP memories and power-ups. And then, like, I left the house and Chad was investigating World 3. And people were talking about Endgame, which is just Y2K. You know, computers failing and whatnot, and people are gonna be living in cardboard shelters or something, away from technology. And then you hear about the Undernet, which is like the deep parts of the internet. And then you gotta talk to ex-members of World 3. And I'm like, whoa, I know of someone. I know the exact person. Now I go to Dr. Freud, and it's not Dr. Freud. I just fought Iceman for nothing. And then I thought a little bit harder. I'm like, oh, it's Higsby. And then you talk to him behind the counter, and he's like, here we go. And he's like, you gotta go to the Undernet and find a virus. But you need 3 more memos. Here's gonna be this one scientist guy, a beautiful lady, and an old man, and they're all ex-World 3 members. I'm like, these guys have just been walking around, living amongst us. And so you go to the scientist, and he's like, go see these other 2. Here's my memo. And then I'm like, it's probably the old man in AC/DC Town. And then I find him, and he's like, well, you gotta find this young, beautiful lady that needs help. I'm like, young, beautiful lady that needs help. And then I walked all around Den Tech City, and I didn't see anyone that needed help. So I'm like, young, beautiful lady, could it be Miss Mari? And then I went and I talked to Miss Mari, and Miss Mari said, me? A former lady of World 3? Well, I am young and beautiful. Just kidding. I'm not part of World 3. So, because she had so much dialogue there, I'm like, it's gotta be her sister. So I went to Miss Yuri, and she's like, I was part of World 3, and I got away with crimes because I was Miss Mari's twin. So I'm like, whoa. So Miss Mari was secretly in on it. Like, what was up with that? That's crazy. Miss Mari could have taken out Higsby, if you think about it. When he took over the school, just called up her sister. So we go back to the old man, and he's like, I used to be Wily's assistant. Here's my memo. And then you just jump into the Undernet. You gotta walk like 1,000,000 miles. I got like more HP memories. And then you get up to Bomb Man. I beat him my first try, and with Gedon, I don't know, the one thing that breaks all the tiles, and then you just go pew 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 pew, and then he gives you the World 3 server address, and then he's like, well, actually, and then he blows up, and now you can't access World 3, and yeah, and that's pretty much where I said, that's a good episode. And Lan said, maybe my dad knows something about this. I don't know. What's Lan's dad going to do about this? That's the question of the day. Last episode, I said I don't think he's evil. I'm going to say he's not still evil. And I think we are going to go up to Lan's father and we're going to be like, yo, give us a power-up. Like a Mega Blaster. And then we just go back to the Undernet, and then that's the final boss. That's just gonna be, well, it's gonna be like a boss rush. That's my thinking. What are you thinking? Let me know in the comments. Did you appreciate Tori's glow up? Let me know in the comments about that too. What's your favorite Mega Man Network game? All that and more next time on Mega Man Battle Network. See ya then.